Radio host Marty Sheargold's been under fire for his misogynistic comments about the Matildas, comparing them to Year 10 girls. His words have been slammed as sexist, outdated and damaging to women's sport, leading to a national backlash and even him leaving Triple M. But what do Aussies really think? Do these kinds of comments impact the way women's sports are perceived? Let's hit the streets to find out. Do you believe Marty Sheargold's comments was appropriate or not?
100% not. It was absolutely disgusting, and the I don't know why he would say that on his podcast. Like, it's gonna go all over Australia, all over the world, and it was such a stupid comment.
How do you feel that these remarks impact the perception of women's sports in Australia?
I think most misogynistic men might consider it to be supportive of their thoughts, but for girls like my children and for women myself who do play sport, my girls play cricket and soccer and I play cricket myself, it's just brushes off. Just keep that out. Don't let those thoughts in.
How can media personalities contribute positively to the promotion of women's sports?
Look, I think firstly recognising the gender equality gap is a big thing, because in order for women and women's sports to find some sort of parity, we kind of need to put in a little bit of extra effort.
What do you think needs to change to ensure women's sports in the media get the respect they deserve?
I think representation and education. So I think the more gender diverse and women that we have interviewing and talking about the media will give more rounded and perspective.
Do you think we actually support women's sports after these comments that have been made by Sheargold himself?
We, as in the media?
Like people in general, like fans in general and anyone in general.
Look, I think it's great there's been a backlash. I think it's important that the media talks about it. I think it shouldn't go away, and it's great that you're talking about it again, because it went quiet for a while after the outrage. But I think this reflects really deep problems about how young men are being raised, and I think we need to talk about violence in sport as well. I mean, I think the violent sports that men play, which footy and rugby are the sports of Australia, and I think that's a problem. I think football has a role in teaching young boys and girls that sport doesn't have to be violent.
What was your reaction to Marty Sheargold's comment about the Matildas?
It was very disappointing that people in positions of high up positions in the media still have some very backwards views. Yeah.
These remarks from Sheargold was widely condemned. Football Australia expressed deep disappointment, emphasizing the detrimental impact such comments have on the perception of women's sports. So as we saw from today's interviews, there's no place for such comments on the women's sports. Aishwarya Marasamy, 9 News Sports.